Good morning student, most welcome to my online classes, the economics. In this subject, I will cover the topic definition of the economics. Students, we are discussing about the meaning of economics in the previous lecture and the definitions of economics. I have discussed with you earlier. Definition of economics is the four types. First is wealth definition, first, and second is material welfare, and third one is scarcity, definition, and the fourth one is the growth definition. Growth definition. These are the basic definitions which, if we discuss in the economics, wealth definition, that is given by the Adam Smith. Adam Smith, he is the father of economics. Father of modern economics. Adam Smith totally discusses about the focus around the wealth. According to Adam Smith, wealth is we are talking about everything toward the wealth. Economics is an inquiry into the factors that determine the wealth of country and its growth. How the country's wealth can increase and what is the how many wealth in our country that is calculated. It concerns with the Adam Smith. He defined means Adam Smith write a book that is an inquiry the nature and the causes of wealth of nation. So, second point is material welfare. I will discuss the second definition in the broadly. Second is material welfare definition. Material welfare definition. Student, first of all, Albert Marshall. Albert Marshall is written a book. That book name was Principles of Economics. Principles of Economics. This book written by the Albert Marshall in the year 1819. In the year 1819. In this book, he said economics is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life, and it examines the part of individual social actions which is the most intimately concerned with the attainment and use of the material requisites of the well-being. That means Mr. Albert Marshall says that all things about in the business life, it is examined the part of individuals, the social action which is the most intimately concerned with the attainment of the use of material for welfare. So this is totally It is by Mr. Reward is material welfare. That which material used for society for the welfare of there. So main feature of Marshall definitions: economics is a social science and it is study the economic activity of the social, normal and real man. They are talking about social welfare, how to use that particular material for the our society. Wealth is a means while it ends the human welfare. If we relate about the human welfare, there start our wealth. Without the including the human or the main welfare, we cannot think about the wealth. Wealth start where human welfare is lost. Wealth is for man and man is not for wealth. There is an important quote, so I will discuss with you. Wealth is for man. Wealth is for man and man is not for wealth. This comes to the Albert Marshall's definitions. And the central point of the study of economics is man's material welfare. What is this? Man's material welfare. Everything. What is the man's material welfare? It is concerned with the economics according to Albert Marshall. And some persons criticize the Marshall definitions. Again, the fair in economics. Now people started to believe that economics is the science of human welfare. It is the science of human welfare. Science is the science of human welfare is the economics. Then the Marshall definition, it is created. The impression was very controversial regarding the definition of economics, but that did not last long. Strongest attack on the Marshall definition come from the Professor Robbins. Professor Robbins had criticized the definitions wrong concept of material goods. Wrong concept of the material goods. According to Marshall, the economics study about material goods only, but it is not so. In the reality, it is not easy to distinguish between material goods and immaterial goods. Besides the economics study, immaterial services such as the service of a teacher, a doctor, advocate, and a singer also included. This is not material, this is the services. It is also part of our economics. And the second point, this is the economics has no relation with the material welfare. According to Professor Robbins, economics have no relation with any material. Professor Marshall says that economics has no relation with any material. That means According to Robbins, economics cannot be linked directly to the material welfare because it has many reasons. One, the concept of welfare cannot be defined exactly. Welfare concept cannot define exactly. It has the different means by the different peoples. And the second point is, the economics, we study the number of such activity that cannot be regarded good from the welfare point of view. We learn the different activities. That activity is not the goods. First point and the second criticism. And the third is, economics does not have any appropriate scale of measurable with the welfare can be measured. So, in the simple way we can say, welfare cannot be measured. Third point, welfare can't be measured. These are the criticism by the Professor Robbins. Then, wrong decision of human activities. Marshall division the human activities into the economic and non-economic activity. They are not wrong division of human activity. Every person in the aspect of doing different activities time to time, as like teacher, doctor, engineer, singers, athletes, they are the different doing some things. But we cannot, that is the welfare. Behind it, their motive is gaining some profit or the some monetary benefits. So, then other definition is the scarcity definition. Scarcity definition. First we learn about this is scarcity given by the Lord Robbins. Lord Robbins given the topic of scarcity in his book An Essay on Nature and Significance of Economic Scarcity. First we will discuss, he published a book 1932 and this book name was An Essay on Nature and Significance of Economic Science. And this economics is this word. Economics is a science. This is the economics is a science that studies human behavior as a relationship between Ind and scale means. Ind and scale means which have alternative use. Which have alternative means. There are three important aspects. First is ends and second is scale means. Second is square means. And the third one, alternative use. And third is alternative use. So we can say the end refer the human wants. Human wants. Wants cannot be end. Scare means, and the scare means refer to the scarcity of resources. Resources are scarce in relationship to wants. If there is scarcity, then our wants is decreasing. Day by day scarcity is increasing and our want is decreasing. Want cannot fulfill if scarcity is greater than. This also decreasing. But we discussing about the means scarcity and the alternative use, that is refer the use of scarce resources. Example, coal used in factory. We use the coal in factory. Do you think this coal is available as like in the earlier? No. This is the shortage. Other like of the coal nowadays. So we cannot use very effective and properly manner in the coal as the previous we used. And in the short, Robbins economics science of the choice, it deals with the how resource of scarcity, how the resource of scarcity works with the alternative use means of the product in the future. But we are talking about the criticisms. There are also the main criticisms. First, difference between means and end is not clear. We are seeing their ends. Ends was the want and the scarcity means availability of the resources. That is not equally differentiate between them. It is not clear. So it does not make the clear distinction between the end of the wants and the sphere of the resources. And other things neutral toward ends. Toward the ends, everything is a neutral. So how can identify what is the actual need, actual demand of that particular product? So reduce merely to the valuation theory. Reduce economic merely to the valuation theory does not take into the account of problem of the macroeconomics and growth. Microeconomics and growth. It is not determined by the alternative source of resources. Problem of abundance, all the problem of economics does not arise from the scarcity. Some arise from the abundance and the such problem of own productions. The production also create many problems. Many challenges arise due to the production of the products. So we can say in this economics everything is not different, but this is different by this. Last is the growth difference. Growth definition. The definition is given by the Paul Samuelson. Paul A. Samuelson. He said that economics is the study how people and society in depth are choosing with the or without use of money to imply the scarce productivity resources that could be alternatively used and produce various commodity and the overtime and the persons and group of the society. It analyzes cost and benefit of the improving pattern of the resources allocations. The definition combines the essential element of the definitions of Marshall and Robbins. So it increased the social welfare promoted by the growth of production. Growth or production will be increased. So our society, our want also will be increased. This is the same relations between the growth and wants of the people. So these were the definitions of the economics in the different aspects, the four important. Then we come on the points, nature of economics. Nature of economics. The nature of economics as a science or art. Firstly, economics as a science. So we will discuss the positive science or the normative science. Students, I will continue in this topic in the next lecture. Thank you.